It is believed that I am white passing. In a group of people who do not understand how much of an insult I find that to be. For the people who know me, it is split between those who agree and those who do not, but I am never forgetful of my industrialized privilege in this country. Still, I am not white. And no matter how much of my melanin has been assimilated and slaughtered through colonialism, rape, and genocide, even though your historians account that they were all the same thing here, I am not white. Speaking to a white woman on Thursday night at an awkward after party, she inquired, "But why do you have to refer to yourself as a woman of color and not just a person?" After mentioning early that I am white, the alcohol couldn't subdue me, so I stumbled over my words. Indepo, Enneito Sally. My identity belongs to me, to my tribe. And no matter how many times or how many of you fucking people come in with your hippy-dippy, no labels, bro, bullshit, I will not denounce my color. My crookedness and culture, the history of the stories that built the womb that held me, no, I do not want your whiteness, your religion, your integration. My love for books led to my articulacy, my seemingly adapted mimicry of the modernized English language, the same language that was shoved into the mouths of my sisters. And articulacy is attributed to whiteness because whiteness owns everything, right? Our culture and urban outfitters' tribal tapestries and dream catchers, our calendars on the posters of Buffalo exchange counters, our raped and enslaved 12-year-old little girls romanticized in your fucking Disney movies, our warriors' headdresses on your fucking self-sexualizing women, your Victoria's Secret models, your Lana Del Rey's. And because you don't hear our voices, you confuse low volume for silence, you deem me silent. And because of my wit-ridden, sunny, bar-savvy, and hipster-like predominantly white peer groups, I am deemed acceptable. I am deemed passing. I am deemed pro-colorblind, included. The oil that refreshes your ability to turn the other cheek. I would like to set the record straight, which you often confuse for race bait. Dear white people, I am not proud to be valued by my proximity to whiteness. I see earth in my mother's skin, hear the ache in her voice when she does not know how to answer back to when she is called, her voice is a heartbreak. My daughters will never know how to say their chests are aching in their own language, on their own land. And there is no home to go back to when less than 1% of this country's population has belonged to a land that was stolen by the systems, race, and religion of the people staring at me behind this mic, who will possibly glare at me as I walk away from this mic. My mother's voice is a heartbreak. But the sacredness of her is the result of the love of thousands. They scream to us, I am Ayakiapsek. I am Ayakiapseka Nakuate. Into I am Ayakiapseka Yomachu. Into I am Ayakiapseka Toote. I feel the earth in my bones, my hair, my lips, my teeth, my uto aztecan nose, my movement, my anger when there is so much to be fucking angry about. My kicks and biting and fighting, my fingers and the knowledge they balance between knowing and pretending to not know. The ligaments beneath my skin, beneath the skin of my hands bear culture. For every fist I will raise and every fist I will throw before I let any of you into me, into my daughters willfully. My ribs carry the backstair story for your need for feminism. My feet carry my people. I am the result of the love of thousands. I am indigenous to my continent. I am indigenous to lost language and heartache, to resilience and uprising. I am indigenous to seeing black without having to be black, to knowing that you are the lineage of all the cause that has been misplaced, stolen, and squandered. I am owned to knowing that my land is polluted with only a visually illustrious ideology, expecting me to further assimilate, further forget, further strive for education, 6 figures, concerts, Sunday mass, and shopping sprees, Thanksgivings and Columbus days, spoken word free mics to appeal to a crowd of people, half of whom do not recite the soliloquy of injustice against color and culture when reading pieces that inspire snaps and to all lives matter rallies and further appropriation and disrespect. See, I know that I am expected to forget. We are expected to neglect. I am expected to forget that I am home on this land and within myself. As much as you would like to have me believe that I would feel honored or even tickled to be considered a part of you, I am not. Inepo Iniito Sali. I see your color or lack thereof as blatantly as the muddiness of redwood bark, white white people, I see your color loud. It comes out in all of you, your denial, your religion, your God, your anger, your entitlement, your fragility, and for some of you, I see it in your silence, and I hold you responsible for that silence. It paints itself on the walls of our conversation, paints itself all over everything that does not belong to it. Please do not try and paint yourself on me, Susan, Rebecca, Jason, David. Your colorblind pseudo-utopian ideology has got you confused, because when I am standing beside you or behind you, I couldn't possibly pull more words to describe what differentiates my decibels from yours. I denounce the rapists of my ancestors, my great-grandmothers and grandmothers and mothers. Understand why when you came from my melanin, it ran to my bones. I do not want your Spanish on my tongue as some sort of requirement to pass me off as Mexican when you can no longer pass me off as white. I do not want your Catholicism, bred Christianity staining my fingers, clouding my irises. I do not want your self-proclaimed warranting of beauty or strength to ever grace its insatiable self upon the altar of my description or association. I am not your white friend. I am not your mestizo buddy. Inepo eniito Sally. I am not, was not, never will be yours to claim.
Woo!
That's it. And she is not. Right. Now, once again, we have a former presidential candidate who has been coming to Java Lucky since he dropped out of the race. Glad to have him here. And that's Ben Carson. Where's Ben? There he is. Let's give him a hand. This is your second time here, right? He's a second timer also. Give him a hand.